Hey guys, I just want to do a quick update. Um, he's looking at the computer screen. Okay, so I made this the other day. Bam! Oh jeez, it looks horrible. When I was writing on here. Um, it's actually a picture frame when I clean it up, but I had to like take these tiles and glue them on there in a pattern of my choosing, and then I had to let them dry and then grout them, mix my own grout, and then put the grout on, filling in the gaps. That's why the edges are all like wavy, because there's nothing to like hold it in. And then oh jeez. And then I had to let it dry, and then you have to take like a sponge and wipe off the tiles. And then you take like a buffer and you buff them out. It was actually really hard to do. Like, I don't think a little kid could do this by themselves because I was like struggling. But it turned out pretty cool after I cleaned it up, wipe off the inside and put a picture in it. Because originally my friend got me, she got me a pottery wheel from Meyer, and it like would not work for some reason. Like I would start going, be like zoo, like off of. My mom kept saying I was gonna do it like that movie Ghost, where that ghost like is behind her, and no. Um, I would start doing that, and then it would just stop spinning, and it was so frustrating. And the first one wouldn't even work, so we took it back, and we got another one, and that one wouldn't work either. So, I mean, it worked for a second, and the batteries would kind of like drop out the bottom because the cover wouldn't stand correctly. So it was really annoying. So we ended up just taking it back, and I got a picture frame maker. I actually have two of these. Another one has like red tiles, but I have to be in the mood to do it because it's hard to glue them on because you have to pick, a certain way and how you want them, and yeah. What else? What else? Um, Recently I've been reading more. Ooh, I know. It's really crazy. I really like reading actually. Like, funny story, when I was little, my mom would take us to the library during the summer and I would get books. And I think it was like when we had the reading club, like you would read books and you get like a little pencil topper or something. Um, but I would read so much. She'd be like, "Why don't you go outside and play?" And I was like, "Ugh, I'd rather just sit inside and read because it was like hot outside and I didn't really want to go outside and play." So she forced me to go outside. So I took a book outside with me and I went in the shed and I was reading. And then my mom started yelling for me and I just like walked out of the shed. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Reading." And she's like, "I told you to go out and play." And I was like, "I just want to read." Yeah, I was kind of a nerd. Um, One book that I read, I got books yesterday. I'm already finished with one. It's this book. It's a really good book actually. It's from 2001, but it's still pretty good. It's 300 pages about. Apparently, I'm a fast reader because it only took me a couple hours to finish this book, and it's, you know, normal type. Um, yeah. It's about life on the other side, obviously, as the title states. It's basically her. She's a psychic, and I think she's psychic medium. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But she basically talks about like the afterlife, what happens after you die, um, what it looks like in heaven, or the other side, as she calls it. And it's surprising because she talked a lot about God, and basically everything was about God. Like, um, once you go over to the other side, there's no, TV or computers, and you're just like euphorically happy. Like, you don't have to have alcohol, or there's no alcohol or drugs over there, but you're serving God, and you're trying to be the best for Him, so you wouldn't want to harm your body in any way. So it was a really good read, and like it answered to some of the questions I had, like whether or not, I mean, you don't know, she's a psychic, but you're not for 100% sure, like it's not scientifically proven. But like one of the questions I had myself was, after you die, if you do go to heaven or whatever is on the other side, like what age are you? Like if you die when you're really old, and heaven, everybody always says, you can do whatever you want. Heaven, it's the greatest. Like, do you have to be a certain age. You have to be like 90 if you die when you're 90. Like, I know you heal and you're not sick anymore, but, and it said that actually once you die, everybody on the other side is like 30 years old. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy. And it talks about, like, if you die, usually you're really happy, but sometimes people have a hard time passing over, so they're like put into a cocoon, or they have like counseling to heal, like help heal themselves before they, you know, transition into their next life. Because she talks a lot about reincarnation and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a really good book, and whether or not you like believe, you know, in heaven or whatever, like, I think it's a good book to read. So yeah. And another book I got more of her books. One about your like deceased pets, like pets passing away and stuff. But I haven't started reading that. But another book I accidentally grabbed. I thought it was a crochet book. It's not. It's called Bam. It's by Debbie Stahl. I thought it was a crochet book, but it's a knitting book. Funny thing, I learned how to knit before I learned how to crochet, and knitting for me was like a lot harder because when you knit, you have two needles, and you know you have all your, I guess, what you cast on this side, and you have another one with like the yarn. You have to like go through the hoop or take the yarn, go over the needle, go through the other hoop, and like pull it onto your other needle, and you just keep going back and forth, and it's like you're holding two needles, your hands are full, you can't like, you know, do stuff, and it was just like super confusing. So I never tried that again, and I went on to crochet, because when you crochet you have one hook, and all you have to do, you don't have to worry about it like slipping off. You just, you know, hook it, pull it through. Super easy. But I was looking at this book, and it taught like the first few pages talk about like the history of knitting, and then it talks about, you know, sizes of needles and like what you need, like to start crocheting. Like, you know, you obviously need needles and yarn, but there's some other things that you need. And it talks about different ways yarn can come, like in a ball or like a hank or whatever. So, in different types of stitches. It's really interesting, actually. And I think, like, to actually knit, it takes a little bit to learn, but once you learn, it gets a lot easier. Even though I know how to, you know, like cast on and everything, I think I'm gonna start at the beginning and like work my way back, because I think just like a refresher would be good. I don't know. It looks a little difficult, but they have really cool patterns in here. It's more of like a modern one as to the one I bought at the store. It was like old school black and white, and let me see. This one has like really cool patterns, and they show you how to make let me see here. Like things you would actually use. And in the back there's actually like patterns to make rolls to put your needles in and stuff. Like this one has how to make a cat bed. Like, how awesome is that? Look how happy that cat looks, because it has its own bed that you knitted yourself. They also have, which I think I'm going to try to make not as a sweater, but as like a bag or something. Let me see here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but the kid with the black sweater has skull and crossbones on his sleeves of his sweater. They show you how to do it in here, like a pattern. So I think you could probably make maybe, I don't know where it went, but make it into something else. Yeah. What else? There was another thing I thought was really cool in here. Oh, where is it? I thought these are kind of cute. I doubt I'd ever wear one, but they sell these for like 25 bucks at the store. Hats with ears on them. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I don't know where my needles are at, so I think I'm gonna have to go buy some, but I think the dollar store actually carries them. So maybe if I'm there, I'll check and see if they have any. So yeah, I think that's everything. I'm running out of time. Oh yeah, Lush is having a sale, $25. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes kit. You get 9 items, including a full-size shampoo puck of your choice and a fresh face mask of your choice full size. So go check that out, and I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!